And right down there, I believe I can see it, the nursery.
Now, let's just stop a moment and let me tell you what it is I'm doing and where I'm going. There in the picture is Stump Up For Trees. It's a project in the Brecon Beacons, situated just north of Abergavenny, that aims to plant 1 million trees in and around the Brecon Beacons. I'm currently walking around a hill called Bryn Arw from Bannau Brycheiniog, where the Skirrid Inn resides. On the other side of the hill is Stump Up For Trees HQ, a nursery, this nursery in the picture. It's an open day, and I'm contouring Bryn Arw to get to the open day to see what Stump Up For Trees is all about. So you join me at the beginning of the walk as I contour around Bryn Arw and head towards Stump Up For Trees. Alright, let's dive into the walk. It's fantastic so far.
Yeah, just contouring the base of Bryn Arw, Blaengavenny. I do like contouring hills. A lot of people just head straight for the tops, but if you contour a big hill, yeah, if you contour the Black Mountains or any mountain, it's very interesting. It makes for an interesting walk. As you can see, this isn't a particularly well trodden path. So yeah, we've emerged out of some of the bracken and we're just getting little glimpses of the countryside beyond. Down there is Bannau Brycheiniog. You can see the village just down there, bottom left screen, middle left. And beyond there is Skirrid, which is otherwise known as Edward's Tump. The River Monnow flows around there towards Monmouth. Meanwhile, we've still got this to get through. And I've got my waterproofs on because it's been raining, and you know, walking through chest height, well, head height in fact, head height bracken, well, I just get soaking wet. And I've got my new boots on, the X Ultra 360 Solomon. So yeah, testing these out today. There's some good punkwood here. I've been collecting some punkwood as I go along. Take it back home. Yeah, this is nice. Look at that. That'll get your bush box going. Yeah, this path, it is literally like a jungle. I can just imagine being in the thick of Borneo, when Borneo was pretty untouched back in late 50s, early and mid 60s, when the SAS, the regiment, were in Borneo and Malaya. My dad and Lofty Wiseman that is, would spend up to 9 months away when the Borneo Malaya campaigns were going on. And Dad would speak of the leeches and being wet. He'd say, oh, if your nose was upside down you'd drown, he'd say. And you know, because they would have to, you know, at the end of the day get out of their wet kit, get into their dry kit, and then come the morning after bashing the night, they'll have to get back into their wet kit again. I mean, adventurers the world over knows this, they know this. I mean, it still goes on today, it's a common practice, but yeah, it's quite hard going. And Borneo isn't flat, it's mountainous. So yeah, you're patrolling all day with all your kit, you know, food, weapons, ammunition, supplies, you know, up and down mountains, cutting your way through stuff thicker than this, do you know what I mean? And you know, you see thorns like this. They were bigger, weren't they? You know, bigger thorns than that in the jungle, in Borneo and Malaya. So yeah, hard going. So you get a little taste of it, just a little taste of it. And this is only a little stretch. Yeah, this is fucking mental, I'm gonna swear. Back in the thick of it, lost the path, as you do. The whole hill is just full of bracken. And, whoops, apologies. Yeah, just lost the path. I think I'm meant to be lower down, but yeah. Good day, love it. All right, let's carry on through this lot. Yeah, getting a sweat on now. Whoops, sorry guys. It's going to do that because I'm in the thick of it, aren't I? Yeah, the views south are pretty epic. Off Bryn Arw, Blaengavenny, Abergavenny. And if we just pan around, we can see the tip of the mighty Blorenge right there. Alright, we've almost contoured around the whole hill now. Views are opening up. Oh, and look what we've got here. We've got the Sugar Loaf. Fantastic. Look at that. Sugar Loaf right in front of us. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, seeing things from a different angle. That's why it's good to walk these, well, otherwise insignificant outliers. But they're not really. They offer up really good perspective. And right down there, I believe I can see it, the nursery, right at the base of the Sugar Loaf. I believe that's the nursery of Stump Up For Trees. I'm just going to swap hands and zoom in. Right down there. There you go. I think that is Stump Up For Trees. That's where we're heading. That's where the open day is today. Just beneath the mighty Sugar Loaf. So yeah, gonna make our way down there. Yeah, we're almost down in the bottom of the valley. That's a good walk, that. Contouring Blaengavenny there. I do like contouring these big hills. I've had this idea, and it's a really good idea. Last year, I did a bivvy above Longtown. If you see the video up above, down below, did a bivvy trying to find a viewpoint of Longtown and the Olcombe Valley and the Black Hill in the background, and I found it. But to get there, I contoured part of the Hatterall Ridge, and I really enjoyed it. There are paths that contour right the way around the Black Mountains, so that's what I feel like doing. I feel like contouring the Black Mountains and seeing what kind of an adventure it becomes, and I reckon it'll be amazing. So that's my idea. Meanwhile, I'm heading towards, well, kind of an old friend's place. There's a chap called Paul who lives down here. Now my Paul and myself passed through his place back in June 2014, and we had a great connection with him and his family, his wife. And when he died, I came up to the top here and did somewhat of a primal scream when Paul died. Now, for those of you that don't know Paul, Paul is my identical twin brother of 48 years. Didn't get married, have children, live together, proper twins. So when he died, yeah, batteries ran out. So yeah, when he died, I wanted to join him. Weeks after, I came up here and absolutely screamed at the top of my lungs. And I did a brilliant video. It's called Primal Scream, and it really is a good video. If you want to check out the link above and down below, I think it's, I don't know, 19-20 minutes. It's a brilliant video, guys. So yeah, check it out. But yeah, I came back here and I descended down the same route that Paul and I took, and I came back through the same property, and I thought to myself, I wonder if Paul's in. That was his name, the owner. I thought, should I knock on the door? Because this was what, 2016, yeah, it would have been early 2017, so this would have been 14, 15, yeah, 2.5 years later. So anyway, I knocked on the door, and he was really kind, and he remembered me and Paul, and we had a really nice chat, and he said, come back again if you're this way. So yeah, I'm back again, and I'm just gonna knock on the door again, say hello. It's worth doing, it's worth cultivating these connections and these friendships, and this is a very special hill to me, Bryn Arw, Blaengavenny. Alright guys, I'll bring you back, we're almost there. Now that was most unusual. I came along this track here looking for Paul's place, and I ought to have turned left. It's been a few years since I've been here, see, but instead of that I turned right. And I came to another property and I had this feeling that maybe I was going the wrong way. And so I went up, I could hear some voices. So I went up to the rear door or the side door. I said, excuse me, I knocked on the door. And it just so happened, at first I spoke to a lady, and because I wanted some directions. I wanted to know where Paul's place was and Stump Up For Trees. I was going to ask him 2 questions. And it turned out to be Rob Penn's place. Now, Rob Penn is the founder of Stump Up For Trees. How bizarre is that? I knocked on his door. I didn't know it was their door. But yeah, it happened to be their door. And so I told them the story of me and Paul passing through here back in 2014, and I wanted to say hello to Paul, and they gave me directions. And I said I was also looking for Stump Up For Trees. Yeah, across the way. But yeah, how bizarre. Rob Penn, if you don't know him, he's a bit of an adventurer, cyclist, best-selling author. I'll put the details below in the description. And yeah, I think he's pretty renowned for his woodwork, which makes sense. That's why he's started the project Stump Up For Trees, because he's been involved in wood and woodworking for many years now. So yeah, Rob Penn, I'll put the details down below. Alright guys, now isn't that unusual? Now here's Paul's place. Here's where I should have been. So I'm going to put the camera away because I don't know whether people want the camera rolling. Alright guys. Yeah, that was good. Paul was in, he was just off for a ride with his son. They're off on a training ride up to the Gwynfawr reservoir, in fact, and right up to the top of the ridge, I think towards Rosdirion. Nice bikes too, mountain bikes, lightweight. But they're training, they're doing a 4-day ride down towards Cirencester or something. So yeah, just caught them in. And I'm glad I knock on doors. Sometimes I think to myself, you know, do people really want you knocking on their door? Are they really that interested? But the thing is, you've got to keep that sense of humanity going. I'm knocking on the door as much for my twin brother as I am for Paul, just to say hello, just to be friendly, to walk away from this day knowing that I did my best. Do you know what I mean? You know, I went to say hello to people that I'd formerly made contact with. So yeah, you know, just maintaining those good relations on the hill, and it is very worthwhile, I believe. We're at the foot of Blaengavenny, Bryn Arw, and this is what you call a little enclave, isn't it? This is back of beyond, in the valley in between Bryn Arw and the Sugar Loaf. Absolutely wonderful. Can you imagine living here? Alright, so we're heading up that way towards Stump Up For Trees. Here we are. Welcome to Stump Up For Trees. Yeah, good. Here we are, Stump Up For Trees. Yeah, Bryn Arw, Blaengavenny, just up there. So let's go and say hello to 1 or 2 people. Alright.
We would like to be planting them at in an environment like that, and really we want them taller and stronger so they get through the bracken in the shortest possible time. So those first few years are the most precarious years in the life of a tree, and we to get higher rates of establishment up there, we take a chocolate process. Good. So we'll just go over here and have a look at the seed cages first.
Down there where I did a bit of damage last year.
And the water comes down and we use the gravity to feed it, and that's it. And then this back seat pipe runs all the way down through the beds, and we just leave it on and it just pumps water into the ground. And basically it works. You can't get a cheap irrigation system, but it kind of works. And I just want to go show you, so these are sessile oak, local seed provenance. We grow a lot of oak ourselves, and actually these were given to us, but they are local seed provenance. And if you're familiar with the woodlands around here, like St Mary's Vale, you will know that sessile oak woodland is the kind of climax woodland for these uplands. And so everything that we're doing is with the intention that they will end up as sessile oak woodlands somewhere between 200 and 350 years from now.
Fantastic day, guys. Fantastic day. Good talk by Rob Penn there. Good talk by Ben on composting. The project is brilliant. It's fantastic. The ambition is to plant 1 million trees in this part of the Brecon Beacons, because we're in the Brecon Beacons at the present moment. We're on the eastern fringe of the Brecon Beacons. I wasn't going to film a great deal in amongst people. I caught a couple of clips there. But yeah, these are the nurseries. There's the what do they call it? Compost loo. Not the TARDIS, but the Turdist. But the Turdist, that's what Rob Penn just said, the Turdist. Yeah, pretty neat. Yeah, very good day. I'm really glad I came. Of course, I hiked from Brecon, Skirrid in, which is beyond Bryn Arw there, contoured the hill. And it's funny because you saw for yourself that bracken, it's 6 foot, it was above my head in places. And out of all the species, there are a number of species on the planet. They say that this is what Rob Penn was saying now, that the planet was kind of has the potential to be dominated by plants. That's what plants want to do. They want to dominate, they want to grow everywhere. But there's a number of species which have the potential to do that, to actually do that. And bracken is one of them. Bracken is a very vivacious species, and it's invasive. It's got no real nutritional value. It's got no value to farming. It degrades the productivity of the land, and Bryn Arw is absolutely overrun by it. And see, thing is, they were saying that bracken traditionally grows beneath tree canopy, and if you see woodland where there's bracken growing beneath the tree canopy, they're usually quite delicate flowers. They're really quite beautiful. But here, out in the open, they're massive and they're big, and you can cut your hands on them and all sorts, right? So yeah, the idea is to increase the volume of woodland on Bryn Arw and other places around the Brecon Beacons, this part of South Wales, and by doing so combat the growth of the bracken. So it's a very ambitious project. What a fantastic place. I'm in a place called Cerrig, and I've just been given a lift from Stump Up For Trees part the way back to Brecon so I can catch my bus back to Hereford. So we're in Cwm Cerrig, which is a swamp basically. It's a nature reserve and it really is extensive. A lot of these walkways kind of spreading out like tentacles into the swamp. You can see what I mean. It's a fabulous space. Anyway, I'm heading back and I've had a fabulous day. Yeah, I've had a great day and I've got to get going to catch a bus. Make sure I've got time. But I wanted to walk the rest of the way back, so very kindly Jo, lovely woman. You know when you find your people, don't you? You know when you resonate, do you know what I mean? Yeah, me and Jo were resonating just now on the way back there. So she's just dropped me off and I'm going to walk the rest of the way. And I would say that's a really successful day. What a project Stump Up For Trees is. So yeah, check out the link down below, guys, because that's what this walk is about. It's about Stump Up For Trees. And we sure do need them. You know, we are in nature deficit in this country. So yeah, we need more trees, more nature. I think I'm on the right path. I've never been down here before, so this is brand new. In actual fact, oh blimey, yeah, the Gwynfawr Reservoir, the turn into Gwynfawr, is a couple of miles down that way. There's a beautiful robin here. Oh, hello robin. Yeah, the Vale of Uwys is not far away, Lantony Priory, so we're in that vicinity. So I'm going to wrap up this vlog here on this trail, you know, in amongst this green space. It's been a beautiful day. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed that, the walk in. Not that bracken is any good for us, you know, but it was a bit of a jungle. And yeah, I shared a few clips about with regards Stump Up For Trees. Brilliant little project. Alright, if you like that guys, give us a like. I really enjoyed it. If you want to comment, you know me, I always get back to you. And if you want to subscribe, don't forget to hit the button below and to press that notification bell so you get notified of future videos. Alright guys, until next time, take good care. See you now.